की जय। जयकारा शेरवाली दा बोल साचे दरबार की जय। है माई मेरी जगमग जोता वाली माता तेरी सदा है जय। सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। शरणागत दीनार्थ परित्राण परायणे सर्वस्यार्थ रहे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। श्री जगदम्बिका माता ध्यानं समर्पयामि नमः। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विच्चै। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विच्चे। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विच्चे। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विच्चे। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विच्चे। ॐ विद्युद्ध्यां समप्रभां मृगपतिं स्कन्दस्तथामभीषणां कन्याभिकरवालकेतविलसद्धस्ताविरासेवितां हस्ते चक्रगदाशिखेतविशिखं चापं गुणं तर्जनीं बिभ्राणामनलात्मिकां शशिधरां दुर्गां त्रिनेत्रं भजे। ॐ धूम दुर्गाय नमः। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विच्चे। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विच्चे। जी, have some water as well ready. After we throw, we just wash out her face a little bit. ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विच्चे। ॐ श्री दुर्गा जगदम्बिका वृत्त्यार्थं विद्युद्ध्यां श्री महाजगदम्बिकाय नमः। ॐ जगदम्बिका वृत्त्यार्थं प्रतिगृह्यताम्। ॐ दुम दुर्गाय नमः। नमश्चण्डिकाय। ॐ नमश्चण्डिकाय। ॐ ॐ चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षुः सूर्यो जातः। यशो देहि द्विषो जहि स्तवद्भ्यो अशुम्भस्यैव निशुम्भस्य धूम्राक्षस्य मर्दिनीं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि वन्दिताङ्ग्रयुगे देवी सर्वसौभाग्यदायिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जयेत् अचिन्त्यरूपचरिते सर्वशत्रुविनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि न तेभ्यः सर्वदा भक्त्या चन्दिके दुरितापहे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जये अस्तुवद्भ्यो भक्तिपूर्वां त्वां चन्दिके व्याधिनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि चन्दिके सततं ये त्वाम् अर्चयन्तीह भक्तितः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि देहि सौभाग्यमारोग्यं देहि मे परमं सुखं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि विदेहि द्विशतं नाशं विदेहि बलमुच्चकै रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जये विदेहि देवि कल्याणं विदेहि परमां श्रियं रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जये सुरासुर शिरोरत्न निघ्रस्त चरणोऽम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जये विद्यावन्तं यशस्वन्तं लक्ष्मीवन्तं जनं कुरु रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि प्रछन्द दैत्यदर्पग्ने चन्दिके प्रणताय मे रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जये चतुर्भुजे चतुर्वक्र संस्तुते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि कृष्णेन संस्तुते देवी शश्वद्भक्त्या सदाम्बिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जये हिमाचलसुतानाता संस्तुते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि इंद्राणीपति सद्भाव पूजिते परमेश्वरी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि देवी प्रचंड दौरदंत दैत्य दर्प विनाशिनी रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जहि देवी भक्तजनों दामत दत्तानंदोदयंबिके रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशो देहि द्विषो जये पत्नी मनोरमां देहि मनोवृत्तानुसारिणीं तारिणीं दुर्गसंसार सागरस्य कुलोद्भवम् इदं स्तोत्रं पठित्वा तु महास्तोत्रं पते नर सा तु सप्तशती संख्या वरमाप्नोति सम्प्रदाम् इति श्री दिव्यार्गलास्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्। अथ कीलकम्। अस्य श्रीकीलकमन्त्रस्य शिवऋषि अनुस्तुप्छन्दः श्रीमहासरस्वती देवता श्रीजगदम्बा प्रीत्यार्थं सप्तशतीपातङ्गत्वेन जपे विनियोगः। नमश्चण्डिकायै। ॐ मार्काण्डेयवाचः। विशुद्धज्ञानदेहाय त्रिदेवी दिव्यचक्षुषे श्रेयः प्राप्तिनिमित्ताय नमः सौमाढधारणे। सर्वमेतद्विजानीयान् मन्त्रनामाभिकीलकम् सोऽपि क्षेमममाप्नोति सततं जाप्य तत्परा। सिद्धयन्तु चातनादीनि वस्तुति सकलान्यपि एतेन स्तुवतां देवी स्तोत्रमात्रेण सिद्धयेत्। न मन्त्रो नौषधं तत्र न किञ्चिदपि विद्यते विना जाप्येन सिद्धयेत् सर्वमुच्चाटनादिकम्। समग्राण्यपि सिद्ध्यन्ति लोकशङ्कामिमं हरा। कृत्वा निमन्त्रयामास सर्वमेवमिदं शुभम्। स्तोत्रं वै चण्डिकायास्तु तच्च गुप्तं चकारसः। समाप्तिर्न च पुण्यस्य तां यथावन्नियन्त्रणाम्। सोऽपि क्षेमममाप्नोति सर्वमेवं न संशयः। कृष्णायां वा चतुर्दश्याम् अष्टभ्यां वा समाहिता। ददाति प्रतिगृह्णाति नान्यथैषा प्रसीदति। इत्यं रूपेण कीलेन महादेवेन कीलितम्। यो निष्किलानां विधायैनां नित्यं जपति संस्फुटं। न सिद्धिं च गणासोऽपि गन्धर्वो या जायते नरः। न चैवाप्यतस्य तस्य भयं क्वापि ह जायते। नापं मृत्युवशं याति मृतो मोक्षमवाप्नुयात्। ज्ञात्वा प्रारभ्य कुर्वीत न कुर्वाणो विनश्यति। ततो ज्ञात्यैव सम्पन्नम् इदं प्रारम्भ्यते बुधे। सौभाग्यादि च यत्किञ्चित् दृश्यते ललनानजे। तत्सर्वं तत्प्रसादेन तेन जाप्यमिदं शुभम्। सनिश्चुजाप्यमानेऽस्मिन् स्तोत्रे सम्पत्तिरुच्चकैः। भवत्ये समग्रापि तथा प्रारभ्यवेव तत्। ऐश्वर्यं यत्प्रसादेन सौभाग्यारोग्यसम्पदा। शत्रुहानि परो मोक्ष स्तूयते सा न किं जनेह। इति देव्या कीलकस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्। ॐ नमः चण्डिकाय। ॐ नमः चण्डिकाय। ॐ नमः चण्डिकाय। ॐ नमः चण्डिकाय। ॐ नमो दिव्यै महादिव्यै शिवाय सततं नमः। नमः प्रकृत्यै भद्राय नियतां प्रणतास्मतां। रौद्राय नमो नित्याय गौरी धात्रे नमो नमः। ज्योत्स्न्याये चिन्दुरूपिण्ये सुखाये सततं नमः। कल्याण्ये प्रणतां वृद्धे सिद्धे कुर्मो नमो नमः। नैऋत्ये भूभृतां लक्ष्म्ये शर्वाण्ये तै नमो नमः। दुर्गाये दुर्गपाराये साराये सर्वकारिण्ये ज्ञातये तथैव कृष्णाय धूम्राये सततं नमः। अतिसौम्यातिरौद्राय नतास्तस्यै नमो नमः। नमो जगत्प्रतिष्ठाये दिव्ये कृत्ये नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु विष्णुमायेति षद्भिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु चेतनेत्यविधीयते नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु बुद्धिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु निद्रारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शुद्धारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु छायारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु तृष्णारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु क्षान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु जातिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लज्जारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु श्रद्धारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु कान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु लक्ष्मीरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु वृत्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु स्मृतिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दयारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु तुष्टिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु मातृरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देवी सर्वभूतेषु भ्रान्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। या देन्द्रियाणामधिष्ठात्री भूतानां चाकुलेषु य भूतेषु सततं तस्यै व्याप्तिदिव्ये नमो नमः। चितिरूपेण या कृत्स्नम् एतद्व्याप्ता स्थिता जगत् नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। स्तुरासुरैव पूर्वमभीष्टसंशया तथा सुरेन्द्रेण दिनेषु सेविता करोति सा न शुभहेतुरीश्वरी शुभानि भद्राण्यभिहन्तु चापदा इति जगदम्बिकायै नमः। ॐ नमश्चण्डिकाय 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 ॐ नमश्चण्डिकाय। ऐगिरिनन्दिनि नन्दितमेधिनि विश्वविनोदिनि नन्दनुते गिरिवरविन्ध्यशिरोधिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुनुते भगवति हेसितिकन्दकुटुम्बिनि भूरि कुटुम्बिनि भूरि कृते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते सुरवरवर्षिणि दुर्धरदर्शिनि दुर्मुख मर्षनि हर्षरते त्रिभुवन पोषिनि शंकर तोषिनि किल्बिषमोषिनि घोषरते धनुज निरोषिनि धितुसुतरोषिनि दुर्मत शोषिनि सिंधुसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते अयि जगदम्ब मदम्ब कदम्ब वनप्रियवासिनि हासरते शिखर शिरोमणि तुंग हिमालय शृंग निजालय मध्यगते मधु मधुरे मधु कैतव भंजनी कैतव भंजनी रासरते जय जय हे महिषासुर मर्दिनि रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते ऐसत कंड विकंदित रुंद वितुंदित शुंध गजाधिपते रिपुगज गंध विधारण चंद पराक्रम शुंड मृगाधिपते निज भुज दंद निपातिक खंद विपातित मुंड बधातिपते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते ऐरन दुर्मत शत्रु विधोदित दुर्धर निर्जन शक्तिभृते चतुर विचार दुनीन महाशिवधूत कृता प्रमाधिपते दुरित दुरीरत दुरस्य दुर्मति धानवधूत कृतांतमते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते अयि शरणागत वैरवि वाधुर वीर वरभयधाय करे त्रिभुवन मस्तक शूल विरोधि शिरोधि कितामल शूल करे धूमि धूमि तामर दुंदु विनाद महामुखरी कृत तिग्म करे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते हाय निज हुंकृति मात्र निराकृत धूम्र विलोचन धूम्र सते समर विशोषित सोनित बीज समुद्भव सोनित बीज लते शिव शिव शुंभ निशुंभ महावतर्पित भूत पिशाच रते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते धनुरनुशंगरनशन संग परिस्फुरदंगन तत्कते कनकपिशंग पृषत्क निशंग रषद्भत शृंग हतावतुते कृत चतुरंग बलक्षितिरंग घदत बहुरंग रतत्बतुके जय जय हे मधु महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते जय जय जप्य जये जय शब्द परस्तुति तत्पर विश्वनुते भन भन भिंजिमि भिंकृत नूपुर सिंजित मोहित भूतपते नरित नतार्त नदी नदनायक नदित नत्य सुगान रते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते सहित महाहव मल्ल मथल्लिक मल्लिक रल्लक मल्लरते विरचित वल्लिक पल्लिक मल्लिक भिल्लिक भिल्लिक वर्गवृते सितकृत फुल्ल समुल्ल सिथारुन थल्लज पल्लव सल्ललिते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते अविरल गंध गलन मध मेधुर मत्थ मथंग जराजपते त्रिभुवन भूषण भूत कला निधि रूप पयोनिधि राजसुते ऐ सुधते जन लाल समान समोहन मन्मत राजसुते जय जय हे महिषासुर मर्दिनि रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते कमल दलामल कोमल कांति कला कलिमाल बलाल लते सकल विलास कला निलय क्रम केलि चलात कलि हम सकुले अलिकुल संकुल कुव्वलय मंदल मौलि मलद्भकुलालिकुटे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते करमुललीरव वीजित कूजित लज्जत कोकिल मंजुमते मिलित पुलिंद मनोहर कुंचित रंचित शैल निकुंजगते निज गुण भूत महासबरी गण सद्गुण संभृत केलिलिते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते कलितत पीत दुकूल विचित्र मयुक् त्रिशकृत चंद्ररुचे प्रणत सुरासुर मौलि मलोस्फुर धनसुल सन्नख चंद्र रुचे जित कनकच्चल मौलि पदोर्जित निर्भर कुंज कुंभकुचे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते विचित सहस्र करैक सहस्र करैक सराकरिकाणुते कृतसुत तारक संगर तारक सोनुसुते सुरत समाधि समान समाधि 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 सुजातरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते पदकमलं करुणानिलये वरिवस्य धियो निधिनान शिवे ऐ कमले कमलानिलये कमलानिलयः स कथं भवेत् तव पदमेव परं पदमित्थनु शीलयतो मम किं न शिवे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते कनकल सत्कल सिंधु जलैरनु सिंझुनुते गुणरंग भुवम् भजति सखिं न सची कुच कुंभ तति परसंभ सुकन्नुभवम् तव चरणं शरणं करवाणि नतामवराणि निवासि शिवम् जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यक पर्दिनि शैलसुते तव विमलेन्दुकुलं वनधेन्दुमलं सकलं ननुकूलयते किमु पुरोहितपुरेन्दुमुखी सुमुखीभिरसौ विमुक्ति क्रियते मम तु मतं शिवनं मधने भवती कृपया किमुत क्रियते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते अयि मयि दीनदयालुधया कृपयैव त्वया भवितव्यमुमे अयि जगतो जननी कृपयासि यथासि तथानुमिथासि रते यदुचितमत्र भवत्य ररिकृतधुरुत परमपरारकृते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते। महिषासुरमर्दिनी माता की जय। Aditya, Aruna, you guys sing now.
राम नाम तारे कब सदा भजो रे राम नाम तारे कब सदा भजो रे राम 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 जी कुरंदे रामा राम 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 जी पद विरामा राम 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 जी कुरंदे रामा राम 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 जी कुरंदे रामा राम नाम तारे कब सदा भजो रे राम नाम तारे कब सदा भजो रे राम 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 जय कुरंदे रामा राम 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 जय कुरंदे रामा राम 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 जय पद विरामा राम 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 जय पद विरामा राम 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 जय कुरंदे रामा राम 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 जय कथा विरामा राम नाम तारे कब सदा भजो रे राम नाम तारे कब सदा भजो रे राम नाम तारे कब सदा भजो रे राम नाम तारे कब सदा भजो रे
बोले जगदम्बिका माता की जय। ओम नमश्चंदिकाय ओम नमश्चंदिकाय ओम नमश्चंदिकाय। स्वागतं मय्या शरणागतं मय्या स्वागतं मय्या शरणागतं मय्या ओ मय्या स्वागतं मय्या everybody स्वागतं सुस्वागतं शरणागतं मय्या
स्वागतं सुस्वागतं शरणागतं मय्या
स्वागतं मय्या शरणागतं मय्या ओ मय्या स्वागतं मय्या
मैया स्वागतं सुस्वागतं शरणागतं मैया स्वागतं सुस्वागतं शरणागतं मैया स्वागतं मैया शरणागतं मैया स्वागतं
सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। शरणागत दीनार्थ परित्राण परायणे सर्वस्याठरहे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। जयन्ती मंगलाकाली भद्रकाली कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते। जय त्वं देवी चामुण्डे जय भूतारतिहारिणी जय सर्वगते देवी कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते कालरात्रि नमोस्तुते। ॐ जगदम्बिके जय जय जग जननी मां जगदम्बिके जय जय जग जननी मां। क्या मन हर नाम सुहाया है क्या मन हर नाम सुहाया है वारू सब कुछ माँ चरणों पर वारू सब कुछ माँ चरणों पर मेरे मन कोई भाया है जगदम्बिके जय जय जग जननी मां जगदम्बिके जय जय जग जननी मां। हे मां 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 हे मां। बोले जगदम्बिका माता की जय भवानी माता की जय अन्नपूर्ण माता की जय जयकारा शेर वाली राम बोल साचे दरबार की। आई मेरी माई मेरी जगमग जोता वाली माता तेरी सदाई जय। How's Ma looking this evening? Usual? Very beautiful. This is the orange color is very unique to the Divine Mother. All colors are very beautiful, but they, as usual I say, they're only beautiful when she wears them. If she doesn't wear them, they're just colors. And today all of us, of course, have tried to match the Devi with our love and devotion. And she looks so pretty with all the beautiful, simple things that we have added here for us to enhance our devotion and to help us connect. May the Jagadambika Mata bless all of you. Bole Jagadambika Mata ki jai. All right, please go back to sit now. बोले पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सिया भज रामचंद्र की। Every Tuesday evening we have a satsang at the temple, Hanumanji satsang, and this is usually carried out by a specific group of children. They do all the hard work and I give a little speech and we conclude the session. But the children known as the Hanuman Satsang choose the Satsang team. We have Avin, Anaya, Bhumika, Arjun, and Aruna and Aditya. They're the main kids that come on the left of anybody. And we have our technician, or choose the technician, Akash. And you can't forget the technician, you know. So they're the one who carry out the Tuesday evening satsang. They're all in important stages in their education, but they always make time to come out and carry on the service. So we appreciate their presence every time to make this satsang happen. Every Tuesday evening we have a little routine. We cannot skip that because the energy of Hanumanji and Bhagwan Ram has to be here. Bole Siyavar Ramchandra ki jai. Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Shri Ramchandra Kripalu Bhaj Man Haran Bhav Bhai
Varunam Navganj Lochana Ganj Mukhdar Ganj Pad Ganjarunam Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram. Gandharva Harit Amit Chavinam Veera Neeraj Sundara Pardit Malav Dharit Ruchi Suchi Nami Janaka Sutaram Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram. Bandhu Dinesh Danav Vedyavanshari Vandana Raghunandan Anand Kanda Kosha Chandra Dashrath Nandana Shri Ram, Shri Ram, तुलसीदास शंकर शेष मुनि मनरंजन मम हृदय कंज निवास गुरु नामादि खल दल रंजन श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम श्री
बोले सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की। संकट मोचन Hanuman Ashtakam, the beautiful chanting of Sri Hanumanji Maharaj. It's called Sankat Mochan. Okay, so what does Sankat mean? Anybody? What does Sankat mean? Every Tuesday before satsang, I ask the same question. For 2 years, I asked the whole question and nobody answered me. You know why? Because 2 years I keep satsang and nobody was sitting here in COVID. I thought you guys all roll your belly with laugh just now, because that is such a nice joke. But yet 2 years I was asking the question, nobody is sitting here, so they couldn't answer me the question. Sankat means challenges. Sankat means, turbulences in life. Sankat Mochan, there's a beautiful temple that Tulsidas ji built in India called Sankat Mochan, Hanuman Ashtak temple. Very beautiful temple. That is Hanumanji when he appeared and he gave the 5 faces. The 5, this was not carved. These faces was not carved by anybody. Right? Hanumanji gave these murtis, 5 faces to Tulsidas ji. Tulsidas ji first built the Sankat Mochan Hanuman temple at a place called Tulsi Ghat in Varanasi, where Tulsidas's home is as of today, up to today. But he realized that, just like every other temple, the Hanumanji devotees were rushing and there wasn't enough space. So Tulsidas ji built, he moved the location and he made the Sankat Mochan temple. Now when you go to Sankat Mochan temple, I know many of you have gone there, you'll see something unique. The whole world goes there to see Hanumanji Maharaj. The whole world goes to Varanasi to see Sankat Mochan Hanuman temple. But when you go there, you will not see a Hanumanji like ours. Nice standing carved, big and tall. Right? If you notice our Hanuman, he doesn't have mountain. Right? He has Darshan Hanuman. But you won't see that there. You'll see hanging on the wall a piece of something like this. It's like a face. It looks like a rock. But the rock has the face of Hanumanji. Right? The face of Hanumanji. That is the form that appeared. It was not carved by anybody. It appeared to Tulsidas ji. And right opposite that is Ram Bhagwan watching each other. Right? They are watching each other like this. So Hanumanji Maharaj usually all the Narayana, Hanumanji, Surya Narayan, Satya Narayan, they usually face the eastern direction. These murtis face the eastern direction. I have a crazy idea, but we'll think about that later. But Hanumanji Maharaj, in that place, he is facing the eastern direction too, facing his Lord Bhagwan Ram. Such a beautiful place. No fancy place, but so ancient, and the world goes there to cure the disease of the mind and everything. So it's a beautiful place, but Sankat Mochan, Hanuman Ashtakam. And this, when we listen to this and we chant these things, there was a time when people used these chants as healing energies. Long ago, my friends, they did not have complex machines and all these things to heal people. People found they did not have psychologists and so to heal people mentally. People found a lot of help by reading Sankat Mochan Hanuman Ashtakam and of course Hanumanji Chalisa. Bole Pawan Sutta Hanuman ki. Now all of you are going to sing with me since I'm chanting this every week and you've been chanting as well. We'll chant together. Bole Pawan Sutta Hanuman ki. Siya Bhaj Ramachandra ki. Jai ho. आइए आइए, बैठिए बैठिए। हनुमान जी चालीसा संकट मोचन। बाल समय रवि भक्ष लियो, तब तीन लोक भयो अंधियारो। ताहि सो त्रास भयो जग को, यह संकट काहू सो जात न तारो। देवन आनी करी बिनती, तब चार दियो रवि कष्ट निवारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। श्री राम। बाली की त्रास कपीस बस, जीरी जात महाप्रभु पंथ निहारो। जोगी महामुनि साथ दियो, तब चाहिए कौन विचार विचारो। के निज रूप निभाए महाप्रभु, सो तुम दास की सुख निवारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। अंगद के संग लय गए सिय, खोज कपीश यवन उचारो। जीवत न बची हो हम सो, जो बिना सुधि लाए आपद तारो। तेरी थके तत सिंधु सब, तब लाई सिया सुधि पार। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। रावण त्रास दई सिय को, सब राक्षसी सो कही सोक निवारो। ताहि समय हनुमान महाप्रभु, चाहि महारज निचर मारो। चाहत सिया शोक सो आगु, सो दे प्रभु मुद्रिका शोक निवारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। जय श्री राम। मान लग्यो लक्ष्मण के, तब प्राण तजे सुत रावण मारो। लय गृह वेद सुषेण समेत, तब गिरि द्रोण सुवीर उपारो। लानी सजीवन हाथ दई, तब लक्ष्मण को तुम प्राण उबारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। रावण युद्ध अजान कियो, तब नाग की पास सब शिर धारो। श्री रघुनाथ समेत सब दल, मोह भयो यह संकट भारो। हानि खगेश तब हनुमान, जो बंधन काटी सो त्रास निकारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में, कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। जय श्री राम। बंधु समेत जब यही रावण, लय रघुनाथ पधार सिधारो। देव ही पूजी भली विधि सो, बलि दीन सदै विधि मत विचारो। जाय सहाय संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो,
संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो,
हरे नाम तिहारो, नाम तिहारो,
नाम तिहारो, नाम तिहारो,
ओ नाम तिहारो, नाम तिहारो,
नाम तिहारो, नाम तिहारो,
संकट मोचन 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 नाम तिहारो,
लाल देह लाली लसै अरुधर लाल लंगूर, वज्र देह दानो दलन, जय 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 कपिसूर, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। बोले बजरंगबली भगवान की जय। And then we always hopefully have to chant, obviously have to chant the Sri Hanumanji Chalisa. 40 verses Tulsidas ji wrote to Hanumanji Maharaj. As he was chanting it, Tulsidas ji, as he was chanting it, Hanumanji revealed himself and blessed him. Jo shatabar apat kar koi, chut hi bandi mahasukh hoi, chut hi bandi mahasukh hoi. Hanumanji Maharaj, let me tell you friends, Hanumanji Maharaj make wonders happen in our life. But you have to have the faith that he had in Sri Ram. He's called Mangala Murti. He is the walking form of devotion. You know, Hindus are so blessed. If you say that my religion is truth, my God is truth, Are bhai, we have a God for you. His name is Satyanarayan. He's a truth God. It doesn't mean that the God of God is a lie. He's a truth God. If you say, well, I don't believe in all this stuff, my God is power. Okay? We have power for you, Shakti. It's okay, forget about all that. My God is money. We have money God for you too. My God is music. We have music God for you too. We have God for everybody. Don't even say my God is animals. Don't even say that my God is animals, because you take a look there. You got elephant, you got monkey, you got snake, you got cow, you got swan, tiger. You can't go wrong. How can God we get? We got crow as well, right? You can't run out of animals. We have a God for everything. But then you say, my God is devotion. Hanumanji is the walking, living form of devotion. You know, Tulsidas ji, when Tulsidas ji wrote the Ramayana, do you know which story I'm going to tell you? Which story I'm going to tell you now? He wanted to see Bhagavan Ram. Everybody remember the story? I thought so I'm going to tell you again. Because all of us are busy people, you know. Tulsidas ji wrote the Ramcharitmanas, but he never got the opportunity to see Bhagwan Ram. You know what Tulsidas ji used to do? If you go to Tulsi Ghat, where Tulsidas ji lived and partially wrote the Ramayana in Varanasi, his oar is still there. Oar means, you know, the paddle. When Tulsidas ji wanted to go to the washroom, Tulsidas ji he is in Varanasi. He would jump on the boat. He would not go to the washroom in Varanasi because he respected the place so much. He would take the boat and go over the river. He go washroom, he come back. Right? He go washroom, he come back. His oar is still there today. Tulsidas ji wooden slippers is still, and you know where it is? It's in a little hut in his home. When you go outside, you got a little skinny pandit there, a makeshift house. Anybody ever went there? Went there? Yeah. You guys went there? Anyways, you got a little makeshift hut like this, and there's he living in. The little pandit guarding the place. Anyways, so, but every time Tulsidas ji would come back from the river, he would bring a lot of water. because he's a clean man, he got wash his hand thing. So he take the load of water, and there was a tree nearby, right? He used to throw the water on the tree when there was extra water. He used to throw the water on the tree. On that tree, a ghost was living, a bhoot, trying to find his way. You know why the bhoot was living there? Because Tulsidas used to sing Hanumanji Chalisa every day, and the bhoot was very happy that somebody is singing God's name. He wanted to go to heaven. So he's sitting on the tree, and he's listening to Hanuman Chalisa every day. So Tulsidas ji, one day he had a yearning to meet Ram Bhagwan, but he can't meet him. And he sang so many Hanuman Chalisa. When he threw water on the tree one day, the bhoot appeared like this. The bhoot, the zombie says, Tulsidas, I want to bless you. I want to bless you. Ask for a blessing. Tulsidas, he says, who are you? I don't know you. He says, I was a pret, but now I'm going to heaven because of you. Tell me who you are. Tell me what you want. Tulsidas says, I don't know if you can give me what I want, but I want to see Prabhu Ram. He says, there is only one who can show you where Ram is and who can introduce you to Ram Bhagwan. And that is Hanumanji. Tulsidas, he said, well, I'm singing his praises every day. Why can't he just tell me? He says, no. You have to go and ask him. So the bhoot says, you have to go ask him. Tulsidas, he says, where can I find this Hanuman? The bhoot says, Hare Tulsidas, every day when you're reading Hanumanji Chalisa and Ram Katha here, you have a lot of people coming, right? People used to come listen. And same thing I read every day. You start from Balkand, finish Uttarkand, you start back again. Everybody come every day. He said there is one leper who comes every day here. You know leprosy? He comes every day here and he sits at the back quietly. He doesn't speak to anybody. He don't sing, he don't do nothing. All he does is sit quietly and he says, Jai Sri Ram all the time. He said, you look for him. That is Hanuman. He said, Hanuman is a leper? He said, yes, you know what that is. The bhoot is instructing him because bhoot can see things that you can't see, Tulsidas ji prepared. Bhoot gone to heaven. Tulsidas ji prepared one day, dress up and so on. He opened a book. You watch now. The first person that came in was the leper. And he went quietly at the back and he sat down. Tulsidas ji says, oh, you are Hanuman, you wait. Tulsidas ji read his Ramayana Katha, everybody happy. Leper is going Jai Sri Ram all the time. And when the Katha done, he is the first one. He bowed and he walked away. Tulsidas ji followed him. And as he is walking, Tulsidas followed him. And when the leper looked back like this, Tulsidas, and you see Tulsidas ji coming, he walked, run more. And then when he couldn't run any faster than Tulsidas because the leper, he revealed himself as Hanuman. And he started to fly. And Tulsidas ji said, Hanuman, mat jao. Hanumanji looked back and he saw Tulsidas ji. Hanumanji came, says, Tulsi, aapne mujhe pehchana na? You recognize me now. You caught me. Tulsidas says, Prabhu, I always saw you, but I failed to recognize you. Hanumanji said, yeah, that happened to me too. That happened to me as well. I failed to recognize my Lord. You failed to recognize me. Because we all are looking for God to come with our own bow and a crown and sitama and things like that. So Hanumanji says, Tulsidas, kya chahiye aapko? Kya bardhan chahiye? What boon do you want? Tulsidas said, Prabhu, mujhe kuch nahi chahiye. Mujhe sirf Bhagwan. I just want to see Bhagwan. I want to have Bhagwan Ram's darshan. And when Hanumanji heard this, Hanumanji said, Tulsidas, you could have asked for so many things. I could have fly you here, there, and everywhere without a visa, without a passport. But you just want to meet Prabhu Ram? Go to a place called Chitrakoot. Go to a place called Chitrakoot. Sit down at the bank of the river in Chitrakoot. And one day Ram will come and he will meet you. Tulsidas ji says, Prabhu, how will Ram meet me? How will I know it's Ram? He said, you don't worry, that's my problem. You just sit down there, Ram Bhagwan will come. And then it so happened, my friends, Ram Bhagwan was exiled, and the Lord went to Chitrakoot, and there was Tulsidas ji giving chandan to everybody. And Ram Bhagwan came to Tulsidas. And when he came to Tulsidas, how will he know? Hanumanji sits on top of the tree, and Hanumanji, as Tulsidas is putting the chandan on Ram Bhagwan, Hanumanji says, चित्रकूट के घाट पर भय संतन के भीर तुलसीदास चंदन खिसे तिलक देख रघुवीर. Are Tulsidas ji? This is Ram you're putting chandan on. And when Tulsidas ji heard that, he bowed to Prabhu Ram. This is the Lord that he wrote about, that he lived to serve. He met his Lord. Who made that introduction, my friends? Who made that introduction? Hanumanji Maharaj. He introduced a man to his maker, a devotee to his Lord. He is the one who introduced people to Bhagwan, because friends, we are living in a time that is difficult for people to find Bhagwan. So we're going to do that, but before we do that, we have to sing our Hanumanji Chalisa and ask Hanumanji's blessings as we do every week to all of you. Bole Shri Pawan Sutta Hanuman ki jai. Siya Bhaj Ram Chandra ki jai. This Hanumanji Chalisa is dedicated to Nalini Khan, and it comes from Sabrina Himani Rajpal, dedicating this Hanumanji Chalisa to Nalini. She's not well. We ask Hanumanji's blessings on her for speedy recovery. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nij Man Mukur Sudhar Barno Raghuvar Vimal Jasu जोदायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मुहि हर हो कलेश विकार. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर
जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन वरण विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हाथ भद्र और ध्वजा विराजे कान्हे मूँज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए रघुपति बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिया भरत संभाई श्री निरंतर गावे संसारिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा यमु वेद दिखपाल चाहते कभी को विद नहीं सकेगा तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीना राम मिलाए राज पर देना मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना सहस्र योजन पर भानु लीलो ताहि मधुर पर जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका बेहु माही जल दिलांगी अजर जराही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुरमानो ग्रह तुम्हारे देते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे सब सुख रहे तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संभालो आपे तीनों लोक हाथ के काबे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा जगत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा के काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे पास अमृत जीवन फल पावे चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा है बरसे जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पास सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाए जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त गाए और देवता चेत न डरे हनुमत से सर्व सुख करे संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलवीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई जो शत बार पाप चल कोई झूठे बंदी महासुख होई जो यहाँ पर हनुमान चालीसा होई सिद्धि साधी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा निजेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महादेवा
की जयनाथ हृदय महदेरा पवन तनय संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय में बसहूँ सुरभूप सियावर रामचंद्र की पवन सुत हनुमान की. Just like Hanuman ji introduced Tulsidas ji to Bhagwan Ram, Hanuman ji today is going to introduce Sugriv to Bhagwan Ram. That's all he does. He makes that introduction. He makes that introduction to Bhagwan Ram. Let me give you a little backstory. There were two brothers. One was Bali and one was Sugriv. One was good and one was not so good. Now here is, you know, which one is not so good. how I tried to remember it. Bali starts with Ba, so he means bad. That's how I tried to remember it. Bali. So he was a bad one, which means his other brother was a good one. There was one time the two brothers were very close, and they went to fight a certain demon. Bali was very strong, the bad one. And so the demon was in a cave. So Bali told his brother, I'm going to go into this cave, right? I'm going to go into this cave, and I'm going to fight this demon. And if after 1 fortnight I don't come out, close the door of the cave, because we don't want the demon to come out again. So Bali, the bad one, went, with the demon inside the cave, and they were fighting. 1 fortnight passed, 2 fortnight passed, 3 fortnight passed. He didn't come out. And when Sugriv saw a stream of blood was pouring out of the cave, Sugriv went and he put a door, a big rock, to block out the cave. Sugriv went back to his kingdom to rule and everything, and he had to take leadership. But guess what? Bali returns. Bali says, you ungrateful brother, you took away my kingdom. Sugriv says, no, I didn't take away anything. You told me that if 1 fortnight pass, you don't come out, close the cave. I wait for 3 fortnights. And when I saw the blood I thought was yours, I closed the cave. Bali says, no, you're wrong. And he beat Bali out, put out Bali out of the kingdom, took his younger brother's wife, Bali's wife, as his queen, took all the property, everything, and he started to rule. And he chased Sugriv away, Bali chased Sugriv away, and Sugriv was now residing in the Rishimukh mountain, hiding from his brother. So what happens now? Hanumanji met Sugriv, and yesterday we saw Hanumanji and Sugriv, they met Ram for the first time. Hanumanji now introduces Sugriv to Ramji Bhagwan. Hanumanji is the one who introduced people to God. And when he introduced both of them, he created a fire. And he said, let this fire be the witness. Let this fire be the witness to this friendship between man and God. That's one of the reasons why we light a fire or we light a Havan Kund when we do puja. That's one of the reasons. There has to be the presence of Havan Kund when your puja is done. Because why? Agni miire purohitam yagyasya deva mritmajam. Agni is the witness. Agni Bhagwan is the witness of your puja. He is the witness. Without him, pujas, at your home and Havan and things like that, they're incomplete. So what happens? Hanumanji Maharaj bring Agni and says, witness this bond between Lord and the devotee. And so when Bhagwan Ram heard about the struggles of Sugriv, that Bali had taken over his kingdom, took over his wife, he says, my friend, today you're my friend, and I take the vow today to slay your brother and to return everything that belonged to you. Suno Sugriv Marih Balahi Ekahi Ban Brahma Rudra Sharanagata Gayen Ubbarahi Pran. I will slay Bali with 1 arrow, Sugriv. Sugriv says, my lord, but you just met me. Why would you take such an oath to slay my brother? And Ram Bhagwan says, Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Ram Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Jain Mitra Dukh Hohi Dukhari. Jain Mitra Dukh Hohi Dukhari. Tinhi Vilok संकट पातक भारी राम
सिया राम जय जय राम
राम
सिया राम जय जय राम
ओ निज दुख गिरी सम रज गिरि जाना निज दुख गिरी समरज निज दुख गिरी सम रज कर जाना मित्र का दुख रज मेरु समाना राम सिया राम
जय जय राम
बोलो राम
सिया राम जय जय राम
ओ जिनके असीमति सजन नाई जिनके असीमति सहज नाई ते सतगत हति करत मिताई राम
सिया राम जय जय राम
बोलो
सिया राम जय जय राम
ओ राम सिया राम जय जय राम
राम सिया राम जय जय राम
बोलो राम सिया राम
जय जय राम
राम सिया राम जय जय जो मित्र की व्यथा सो व्यतीत नहीं होते उन्हें देखने से ही भारी पाप लगता जो मित्र की पाप लगता है पर्वत के समान अपने दुख को धूल के समान और मित्र की धूल के समान दुख को सुमेरु पर्वत के समान जाना चाहिए। ये भगवान राम की शब्द है। Anybody here has a friend? Any one of you here today have a friend? Please don't put up your hand. You can. I don't want to know if you're friendless. Trust me. If you have friends, good. But you have to learn about friendship. Auntie Darza, who a friend back there. That's good. Good. You know when friendship or the value or the true richness of friendship is tested? Not when you get the barbecue invitation. Not when you get the party invitation. Not when you get the Friday night, let's go out invitation. That's not when friendship is tested, right? Friendship is tested as Adi Shankaracharya says. Friendship is tested when you are broke. When you are broke financially, then you will know if you have a friend or not. When you have loss, when you are in sorrows, when you are at a rock bottom in life, then is when your friendship will be tested. Friendship is not tested in happy moments, because in happy moments everybody's enjoying themselves, or they think they are, right? They think they are. But that's not when friendship is tested. Friendship is tested. True friendship is tested when we are going through trials and tribulations in our life. Then you will see how many friends you really and truly have. Then we have to ask ourselves, where are all the friends that I used to go out with and have a good time? Where are all the friends that used to enjoy my company and everything that comes with that? Where are all my friends when trials come in our life? राम भगवान ने कहता है कि जो मित्र की व्यथा से व्यतीत नहीं होते उन्हें देख ही के भरी पाप लगता है. It is a flagrant sin. This is the words of Ram Bhagwan. It's a flagrant sin even to look on those who are not distressed at the sight of a sorrowing friend. If you have a friend, what should you do? Nij dukh giri sam raj kari jana mitra ka dukh raj meru samana. Nij dukhi, your own problems. If you have a friend, your own problems, you must look at it as a mustard seed. Lekin mitra ka dukh, but your friend's sorrows, meru samana. You must look at it as big as a mountain in your life. That, as according to Ramayana, is true friendship. True friendship is when your friend is going through something, somewhat sad moments in their life. You're there for them. Listen, it is quite impractical for us to be there for everybody every time. I think you all know that. We all have to learn to say no at the right place, at the right time, because you have to think about your physical, your mental health as well. But I think we all know when is it that we should step out and help someone when they're needed. Bhagwan has taught us to be self-sufficient. Our community is a very self-sufficient community. We are doing well. Don't let anybody fool you. Our community is doing well. But there is that time when you have to step out for a friend and help them. Look at that friend's problems as a mountain and put away your problems. Like back home, and so here people do it too. You know, when someone died back home, for 30 nights after cremation or burial, whatever they did, you'd have people leaving their homes, and they're giving up their sleep, they're giving up their pleasure, whatever it is, and they go to keep wake with the people. They know it's just for 2 weeks, so I'm just going to sacrifice some time and go be with them, right? Friendship is like that. जिन्हके अतिमति सहज न आई ते सत कतहति करत मिताई. जिन्हें स्वभाव से ही ऐसे बुद्धि नहीं मिली, वे मूर्ख हट करके क्यों किसी से दोस्ती करते हैं. They think मुझे दोस्ती, those fools who are not naturally endowed with such wisdom, they presume in vain to make friends with anybody. A friend should never divert his companion from the path of evil and set his foot on the path of righteousness. A friend should divert his companion, his friend, from the path of evil and set his foot on the path of righteousness. If you know you're friends with somebody and you see they're taking the wrong path in life, we must make attempts. You can't hold their foot and change them, but at least what you could do is make an attempt to let them know that there is help for them. While you may not be able to physically heist them or lift them and put them some way, you must make an attempt to change the way they are living their lives, right? And so Bhagwan Ram says to Sugriv, he said he should give and take things without any distrust and serve the friend's interest with all his power in time of misfortune. Serve the friend. Love the friend 100 times more than ever when they are experiencing sorrows and misfortunes in life. The Vedas declare, Vipatikal kar satguna neha shrutika hasanta mitra guna eha shruti. The Vedas have declared that these to be the properties of a true friend. But आगे कहा मृदु वचन बनाई पाचे अनहित मन कुतिलाई. But if a man contrives to speak fair words to one's face, this one applies to the time we are living in. If a man contrives to speak fair words to one's face, but behind them harm them, behind the back harm them, a person who harbors crookedness in his soul and whose mind is as tortuous as the movements of a snake, then, brother, Ram is saying, it is worthwhile to forsake such a fair weather friend. Bhagwan Ram's words here were sharper than his arrows. It is okay to forsake such a friend who talk nice in front of your face, but behind their back, you know what's going to happen. Sevak satanripa krupata kunari kapati mitra sula samachari. And so he says that do not rely on such friends. Who should you rely on? Sakha soch tyago balamore sab vidi ghatap kaj mein tore. Rely on me, my friend, and grieve no more. I shall serve your cause in every possible way. I will serve you as a friend. When Sugriv heard this, he was so very moved. But Sugriv says, Prabhu, my brother Bali is very powerful. How are you going to slay him? Bhagwan Ram says, that is my problem. I am going to figure that out. And so what happened? They approached Bali. Bali and Sugriv, when they were fighting, the Lord couldn't recognize who were who, because they looked alike. So Bali, the bad one, was giving Sugriv a good beating. But after every round, they'd come back, and Sugriv come back to Ram Bhagwan. Sugriv says, Prabhu, you said you're going to kill the man. What's going on? He's still beating me up. And Bhagwan says, Romat, sab theek ho jaye. The Lord couldn't recognize the two of them, So when people fight, God not recognize you. That's how it is. That's just, when you fight, God not recognize you. So Bhagwan took a mala and he put it over Sugriv like this. He put a mala over Sugriv and says, go now to fight. I'll know who is who. And the two of them start fight again. Imagine the Lord put a mala on his devotee. And the Lord, behind the bushes, the Lord heard, hid, and he shot Bali. Bali fell down. When Bali fell down, the Lord walked and stood tall over Bali. Dharma hetu avatar he gusai, mare humoi vyap kinai. Bali saw the Lord. Bali, the bad brother. मैं बैरी सुग्रीव पियारा वगुण कवन नाथ मोहि मारा. हे गुसाई राम जी अपने धर्म की रक्षा के लिए अवतार लिए हैं और मुझे व्याध की तरह मारा. मैं बैरी और सुग्रीव प्यारा, हे नाथ किस अपराध के कारण अपने मुझे मारा. Bali says, Ram, you took an oath to come and serve dharma and serve law on this land. But yet you took the side of Sugriv? You're not supposed to take sides. Why did you hid behind the bush and shot me in my chest? Prabhu, ye anyay hai. Arey bhai, ye injustice, this is injustice. Ram Bhagwan, you see, we all think this, we can do whatever we want in this world. And when it comes to our disadvantage, we say, Prabhu, you cannot take sides. This is a question asked in the Mahabharata as well. When Shri Krishna Bhagwan stood up for the Pandavas, he was accused of taking sides. Lord first of all says, well, yes, I do take sides. All of us take sides here if you don't know that. Right? The Lord says, I take the side of dharma. I take the side of the good. I will stand for those who stand for dharma. Right? Ram Bhagwan says, Anujavadi bhagini sutanari sut satakanya ram echari. Listen, Bali, as you're dying now. Sut satakanya sam echari. A younger brother's wife, a sister, a daughter-in-law, and one's own daughter are all alike. Listen to this. A younger brother, sister, a wife, a sister, and a daughter-in-law, all are alike. Whoever looks upon these with a lustful eyes may be slain without any sin by me. Right? May be slain. This is the problem. We are in a situation and we ask the Lord, Bhagwan, what wrong have I done? Why are you taking the side? Bali here clearly coveted the wife of his brother, and you know the whole works. And then he's asking God what the problem is. So, when he told Bali this, my friends, Bali now he's moved. He knew he was an educated one. Sunahu Ram Swami San Chalna Chaturi Mori Prabhu Ajahu Mai Papi Ant Kal Gati Thori. He prayed to Bhagwan Ram ki, Hey Ram ji suniye, स्वामी से मेरी चालाकी नहीं चल सकती. हे प्रभु, अंत काल में आपकी शरण पाकर क्या मैं आप भी पाप ही रहा? Bali says, my Lord, my craftiness cannot avail against a Lord like you, but I'm still a sinner. I'm still a sinner. He admits to the Lord, I'm a sinner, my Lord. Prabhu, and even though I have found shelter in you, but I'm still a sinner, Lord, even though I have found shelter in you. At the last, when Ram Bhagwan heard the very long prayers of Bali, remember Ram Bhagwan is touched by bhagati, devotion. Sunat Ram ati komal bani, Bali sees parasev nijapani. You know what the Lord did? The Lord says, Bali, I give you permission. You can keep your life. You can keep your body. What is this? Bhagwan Ram just shot the man. He's going to die. But the Lord says, this is called compassion. The Lord says you can keep your body. And this is perhaps one of the most famous chaupais in the Ramayana. Janma janma muni jatanu karai, Janma janma muni jatanu karai, Ant Ram kahi avat nahi.
Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram, Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Jasu naam pal sankar kashi, Jasu naam pal sankar kashi, Det sabhi samgati avinashi.
Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram, Ram Siya Ram Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Oh Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram,
Siya Ram Jai Jai Ram.
Bali said, Prabhu, you're offering me back my life, but I have heard, my Lord, ki antakale chamameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nasya sasanshayah. This is Bhagavad Gita. Bali was a very versed man. Bhagavad Gita में लिखे है कि अंत काल में जब भगवान की नाम स्मरण और बोलने, when you speak the name or think of Bhagwan at the time of death, when your breath is going through your final moments and it's leaving your body, and you think about God and you speak God's name, you will go to Bhagwan. Bali says, Prabhu, janma janma muni jatana karaya. The sages pray and meditate life after life only to have this ability to chant your name when they're dying. To chant your name when they're dying. Lekin Prabhu, aap hamare paas hai. You are in front of me, my Lord, when I'm dying. Why should I give up this opportunity to go to the heavens? Prabhu, I don't accept your offer. I reject your offer. I want you to let me die and let me look at you when I'm dying so that I may go and get my mukti. Yeah, you see, greatness of Prabhu, His presence alone, can get you mukti at this moment. Jasunam Bala Sankara Kashi, my Lord, that same name Ram, which Shivaji sings in Kashi, Det Sabahi Samagati Avinashi, and the same name give him, of course, the strength to destroy. That person is standing in front of me, not the name. Prabhu, I am happy. Mama lochan gochar soi ava bahur ki Prabhu ati banehi banawa. That Lord is before me today. I'm not going to accept. I reject your offer, Prabhu. And there it is said, Bali, in the Ramayana, Bali died. And of course, what happened? He went to the heavens. Fast forward a little bit. Bhagwan Ram sent Bali off. Bhagwan Ram went now. Remember who had died before as well? Who had died before as well? One by the name of Jatayu. Jatayu had died before. And as the Lord continues now his journey, he meets the brother of Jatayu. His name was Sampati. Sampati and Jatayu, they were big vultures, bigger than the 747s that we see. The bigger than the rockets, they could fly height. One day, Jatayu and Sampati, they were flying to go to the sun. They were young, and they big wings. They were flying to go to the sun. And suddenly, they start to get a little hot. Jatayu told his brother Sampati that, listen, it's getting hot. Our wings will be scorched. Let's go back. Sampati ne kaha tha, "Hey, bhai, kayar hai aap? Are you a coward? let's go. He had a lot of pride in him. He's a big vulture. And then Jatayu turned back. He did the right thing. And he come back and he fly around and thing. He was fine. But Sampati, he flew close to the sun and his wings were scorched. Scorched so bad that he couldn't fly again. So he retired, the big vulture. He sits by the river and all day he's chanting Ram's name. Who comes to him now? Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Kaushalya Dulare Ram. Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Dashrath Pyare Ram. Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Sita Ram, Raghupati Raghav, Raja Ram. छोड़ के सारे पागलपन राम गुण गाए मेरे मन. छोड़ के सारे पागलपन राम गुण गाए मेरे मन. राम श्री राम कौशल्य दुलारे राम. राम श्री राम दशरथ प्यारे राम. राम श्री राम सीता राम. रघुपति राघव राजा राम. रघुपति राघव राजा राम. रघुपति राघव राजा राम. Ramji appears in front of Sampati, the brother of Jatayu. Jatayu who gave his life to rescue Sita. But Ravan chopped off his wings. Ramji, when he appeared in front of Sampati, the vulture, the big retired vulture, he was so pleased. He bowed to Bhagwan Ram. Ramji Bhagwan told him about the whole episode, how Jatayu was a hero. Sadhu Jatayu, Dhanya Jatayu, Mahabhagya Stutya Mahan. Tulsidas ji, in one of the greatest epics, the books that were written here, he places Jatayu's name and his work inside. It meant he did something very good. Ram Bhagwan told the whole episode of Jatayu's heroic work and how he died. And when Sampati heard this, his brother, Sampati felt so sorrowful. He started to cry. Sampati ne kaha tha ki, Hey Prabhu, मोहिले जाए सिंधु तट देहुती लांजलिता ही हो रामा देहुती लांजलिता ही. बचन सहायक रवि में पैहु खोजहु जाई. हो रामा पैहु खोज ही जाई. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. शरणम हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम. मोहिले जायु सिंधु तट देउति लांजलिता ही. संपत्ति ने कहा था कि हे प्रभु, मुझे समुद्र तट पर ले चले, मैं अपने भाई को तिलांजलि दे दूं. इस सेवा के बदले मैं वचन से तुम्हारी सहायता करूं. जिसे तुम दूर रहे हो उसे पा जाओगे. Sampati says, Prabhu, please come with me to the bank of the river. Come with me to the bank of the river so we can offer Tilanjali to my brother Jatayu. Ready? Tilanjali to my brother Jatayu. Aye. You know, Tilanjali is offered to those who passed away, right? The Devatas as well. Devatas as well. And then Bhagwan Ram went with Sampati and they performed the full Shraddh ceremony. However the boys did the Shraddh ceremony, no? They performed the full Shraddh ceremony. I encourage all of you Hindu brothers and sisters who uphold your dharma, please do not ever disregard a Shraddh in your life. Shraddh is an extremely important thing. It has to be done with precision. It has to be done well. If you know, Shraddh is such an important thing to put among the religious, needs or the religious reasons. It puts a closure. It puts closure, on you, puts a lid on your sufferings that you're going through. Shraddha is an extremely important thing, made up of so many steps, so many stages. It allows you to give. It allows you to pray. It allows you to sing. It allows you to cry. Shraddha is closure. If you don't know the religiousness to it, the Panditji will explain to you. But on an emotional level, Shraddha is closure. And Sampati performed Shraddha for his brother. He was very happy. Sampati had one blessing though, among the many blessings that he had. You know what was that blessing? He could see miles and miles and miles and miles away. Sampati. I don't know why it is said, Bare bhagya manushya pava suradurlabha sabagranta higava. It is written in the Ramayana that the human body is the greatest gift on this earth. But do you know how many things we cannot do like the dogs? You know how many things we cannot do like the animals do? Have you ever gone to the airport and see who's sniffing the suitcases? Not a human being. Human beings smell chutney. Dog smells the unwanted substances. And you call them lower creatures? They can smell what you can't smell, right? You know, when there is many years ago, over 15 years ago, when there was that big bhukamp, that big destruction in Sri Lanka, in India there, right? The animals, weeks before that episode, the animals were leaving, they were going in the opposite direction. Y'all remember the story? Y'all remember? Good. The animals were leaving, they were going away a different direction. Everybody wondered why snakes were walking, why deers were walking. You know why? Because when we are entangled in the world, the snakes feel the ground and the movement of it. Animal senses are like that, right? They felt this thing was coming week before and they walked away. They walked away. Let me ask you a question. How many of you can fly from here till Mexico by yourself? Canadian geese can do that. They go away to Mexico and come back. And they know where to come back to. Girija come back here every summer. Right? Every summer she comes back here. After go from Mexico, come back. I don't know if she eats tacos and so. But when she come back, she, is very hefty. Girija walk around here, you're like a thunder man. Very big, a big drake. Animals are so sensitive. Right? But we are higher than them because whatever reasons. Sampati could see miles and miles away. Sampati looked across the river, and Sampati from India, he sees Lanka. He says, Ram, I can see Sita. I can see where she is. I can see that she's grieving. You must build an army right away and go over to Lanka. After that advice, my friends, comes Sundarkand. But we will not do Sundarkand today because Sundarkand starts on Friday rather. As you know, we're doing Friday Sundarkand here at the temple for 5 days. So we wouldn't do that today. But what happened? After Ram Bhagwan got the news that Sita Ma was there, Ram Bhagwan built an army of bears and monkeys. And he assembled everyone. Lingatapi Bidivatakara Puja, Shiva Samana Priya Mohina Duja. When the Lord built the bridge, the first thing he did as a puja to Shivji Bhagwan. When you build your home, when you buy your car and whatever you did, you must broccoli your coconut and thing. Kalpanaji, read some mantras, do a little puja. That's what Ram Bhagwan did. Hanumanji went across. You know the episode, meet Sursa, beat up all of them, met Sita Mata. They lit fire on his tail. He jumped around, burned whole Lanka down. He came back. He told Bhagwan Ram everything. After that, Vibhishan came over as well. He was kicked out of Lanka. And so there it was. Hanumanji came back with a message. Now there was one bhakta. I'll read one little short katha for about 15 minutes. And then we'll do prasad. But there's one bhakta as well by the name of Angad. Angad, after all of this happened, Angad was a very, very powerful monkey. He was so powerful, my friends. And what happened? He slipped over Lanka as well. And he entered the court of Ravan. He was young and he was a stalwart. So when Angad entered the court of Ravan, what happened to him? You think they're going to catch him and burn him too? Angad was very feisty. He not class his hands and he not tell Ravan that come to Ram and all this kind of thing. No. He's young, he's feisty, he's youthful. I'm not saying that that should be the quality of the youths. I'm saying that he was different. So Angad goes now. Angad appears in front of Ravan. And what happens? Ravan looks at the monkey and laughs at him and said to him, Re kapipot bolu sambhari moot jane mohi surari kahu nij naam janak kar bhai koi naate maniye mitai Angad naam bali kar beta to sok bahu bhaye hi bheta Angad vachan sunat sakuchana raha bali banar main jana Angad nahi bali kar balak उपजे हूँ वंश अनक बपुधायक घर भर काहे व्यर्थ तुम जाए निज मुख ताप सधूत गाये अब कहु कुशल बाली के यही विहति वचन तब अंगद कही श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओ श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम रे कपिपोत बोली संभारे मूद जाने हो मोही सुरारे अरे बानर के बच्चे रावण ने कहा था. He looks at the little boy, the young boy, and he said, "Hey, banar ke bacche, son of a monkey. Oh, son of a monkey, take care what you say. You're giving me all these rude words, telling me and so on. Fool, are you not aware that I am Ravana? Tell me your name, you young fella. Who's your father? Because he's like a stray monkey. Angad, he's like a stray monkey. Tell me, young fella, who is your name? And who are you really? And what is the common ground, between us here? Angad naam bali kar beta. The devotee of the Lord is never afraid. You cannot be afraid if you have foundation of faith and confidence in you. I don't know why we pray to God, but we have to run away from our challenges in life. Right? We shouldn't. There are times or weaknesses in our life. We're going to fall, but we never fail. My name, he says, Angad naam Bali ke beta. My name is Angad and I am the son of Bali. You remember Bali? The very powerful one that Ram slew? Aditya? Remember him? This is his son, Angad. Very youthful, very salty. Angad naam Bali kar beta. My name is Angad and Bali is my father. Do you remember him? Angad is asking Ravan, do you remember Bali? Ravan said, no, I don't remember him. Angad said, you don't remember my father? Let me tell you about my father. One day my father was meditating in the mountains, Ravan, and you were playing around him. You were distracting his meditation. And what he did, he caught you, my father, the great monkey Bali. He caught you by your neck and he put you under his armpit for 6 months. Ravan says, how do you know that? He says, my dad told me. When you were monkeying around, my father's a monkey, but you're monkeying around him. He caught your head and he put you in his armpit to calm you down, and he continued his meditation for 6 months. Ravan did not respond because it's embarrassing for him. So powerful was Bali, and this is his son. Yes, he said, I do remember him, but he played down a little bit. So, are you Angad, the son of Bali? Oh yes, I am the son of my father Bali. And so what? Well, tell me, Bali. Tell me, Angad, where is Bali, your father? Angad laughed again and says, my father is in a different place, but I have come here to tell you what I want. And then they exchange words. Indeed, ten-headed Ravan, I am the exterminator of my race, while you, Ravan, are the preserver of yours. Even the blind and the deaf would not say so, whereas you have 20 eyes and an equal number of ears. Did I disgrace my family? Did I disgrace my family by acting as the envoy of those who feed Shiva and Brahma and all the gods serve? I haven't disgraced my family. I serve Ram. Although Ram killed my father, I serve him. But you have created enmity with the Lord that I serve. And so they went on and on. They argued. Angad was not Hanuman. Angad argued him. Hasi bole dasamauli tab kapi baraguna ek. To pratipale ta suhit kare upaya anek. Ravan says a monkey possesses one great virtue. And he laughed, ha ha ha. A monkey possesses one great virtue. He does everything in his power to serve the person who feeds him. He's insulting Angad. A monkey does one thing good. He does everything to please the person who feeds him. Hooray for a monkey who dances unabashed in the service of his master. And he starts to insult. Angad says, yes, I know what you did to Hanuman. You lit fire on his tail. And you think you're going to destroy Hanuman. But Hanumanji, the fire you lit for him, it burned your entire city. When we dig a hole for somebody, we're going to fall in the pit. When you scratch match, old people teaching, you scratch match for somebody, the fire going to burn you. You did that to Hanuman and he burned. So they went on, and he says, Angad, what do you want? And he called Angad a fool, no? He called Angad a fool. Angad says, Are, here's what I want. Jab to hikin Ram ke ninda krodavant ati bhayu kapinda katikan kapi kunjar bhari dood bhujand tamahi mahi mahi. Angad took his right foot and he planted it down at the center of the hall. He planted it down at the center of the hall. And he said, whoever here, this is a monkey. He said, Ravan, you think your race of demons are great? That I am asking you and any one of your followers here to come move my foot. Move my foot. And if you're able to move my foot, I will become your slave. I will become your slave, and I will let Ram know that I have become your slave. If any one of you can move my foot. And you know what Angad did? Angad took his foot and he planted it, my friends. And all his beasts came. All the demons came. Everyone came. And they tried to move his foot. Just like Hanumanji's tail could not be moved by a beam, Angad's foot could not be moved even by Ravan. And when nobody could have moved his foot, he told Ravan, Ravan, this here today, my foot, this here is the foot of a servant. If the foot of a servant is this strong, can you imagine what the feet of the Lord that I serve is like? Let this be a warning today, Ravan, that death is coming close to you. Death is coming close to you. He says, today you're coming to hold on to my feet. Hey Shat, tu jaakar Shri Ram ji ke charan kyun nahi pakarta? Why are you coming to grab onto my feet? Why don't you go and grab onto the feet of Ram? He will save you now, but you must go do that. The message here, my friends, is that all of us are grabbing onto something in life, right? Trying to be somebody. Angad is telling us here, the power of a devotee is as such that you have the ability to grab onto the feet of the divine. Grab onto the feet of the divine. Why don't you go and grab Ram's feet? Ravan turned away, and he was, of course, robbed of his splendor. His wittiness could not defeat Angad. Angad says, this is the beginning of your destruction, Ram. This is the beginning of your destruction. Bole siya bhaj Ramachandra ki jai, Pavan Sut Hanuman ki jai. Teri marji ka main hu gulam. When this katha was written, a beautiful song was written as well. Teri marji ka main hu gulam, mere albeli Ram, albeli Ram, meri matwale Ram. The poet says, if you're going to become a slave in life, if you're going to become a slave in life, Teri marji ka main ho gulam, become a slave to the Lord Bhagwan. And then when we become a slave to Him, of course. I'm not talking about slave as we know it, my friends, but service to the Lord. Meri albeli Ram, the Lord who will transform my life. To Him I will become a slave. Teri marji ka main hu gulam, meri albeli Ram. Teri marji ka main hu gulam, meri albeli Ram. Albeli Ram, meri matwale Ram. Albeli Ram, meri matwale Ram. Oh, albeli Ram, meri matwale Ram. Albeli Ram, meri matwale Ram. Oh, teri marji ka main hu gulam, meri albeli Ram. Teri marji ka main hu gulam, meri albeli Ram. जो भी करा ले हम हैं तुम पर क्यों चोर, जो भी करा ले हम हैं तुम पर न्यूछावर, जो भी करा ले हम हैं तुम पर न्यूछावर। दौलत मेरी तेरा नाम, मेरी अलबेली राम। दौलत मेरी तेरा नाम, मेरी अलबेली राम। तेरी मर्जी का मैं हूँ गुलाम, मेरी अलबेली राम। तेरी मर्जी का मैं हूँ गुलाम, मेरी अलबेली राम। गया हूँ इस लंबे सफर में, थक भी गया हूँ इस लंबे सफर में। मेरा जीवन हूँ है हराम, मेरी अलबेली राम। मेरा जीवन हूँ है हराम, मेरी अलबेली राम। अलबेली राम मेरी मत वाले शाम, अलबेली राम मेरी मत वाले शाम। तेरी मर्जी का मैं हूँ गुलाम, मेरी अलबेली राम। तेरी मर्जी का मैं हूँ गुलाम, मेरी अलबेली। ओ मेरी अलबेली राम, मेरी अलबेली राम, मेरी Shri Ram. To you, O Prabhu, we devote ourselves to. The life of a devotee has to be strong. The emotions of a devotee, yet, yes, you have to be soft emotionally, but be firm in life. The message we hear here today, my friends, are manifold. One, please be the Hanuman to introduce someone to God. You're introducing people to people every day. We're networking right here. But understand, this networking, my friends, we'll all leave this one day. Introduce someone to Bhagwan. That's the first lesson we learned from Hanumanji with Sugriv. The second lesson we learned from Sampati, the brotherhood he had with Jatayu. When he heard his vulture brother died, he offered Tilanjali, and Bhagwan Sri Ram stood there and helped to perform it. Do not neglect our sanskar. There are three things for Hindus. They are called sanskar, sanskriti, or Sanskrit. Sanskar, right? These are the preparation stages we go through in life. Sanskar, these are all things that we perform. Vivah sanskar and Teshti sanskar, whatever. Never let go of your sanskaras. Sanskriti, our traditions, never let go of it. And Sanskrit, our language, never let go of it. Sanskar, Sanskriti, and the Sanskrit. And then finally we learned tonight about Angad, the strong, fervent devotee of Ram Bhagwan. When he put down his foot, that is not even equal to the strength of the immeasurable Lord. That is all of us. We are very strong and very forceful in so many ways. Prabhu's blessings to all of you today. And as we do this, we want to thank our Shrotas this evening. We have virtual sponsorships. We want to thank Sirani Singh. She's giving thanks for the blessings of the Divine Mother. Bhagwan's blessings to you, Sirani Singh, and thanks for being a virtual sponsor. From Farooq Ali, happy birthday to Nadira. That is his wife. These are dear people to ours. Virtually, they sponsor things here. They are in our programs virtually, and they attend here sometimes as well. Happy birthday to you, Nadira. She's a part of our chanting group as well from Kitchener. We hope you're having a beautiful day so far in Navraatri. From Geeta Rampratab and family from Florida. Geeta is Auntie Shirley's daughter. She's giving thanks to the Divine Mother in the spirit of Navratri. May Mata Rani's blessings be with you always, Geeta, and may you always prosper in every aspect of life. Happy 75th birthday greetings to Mata Tulwati Mahabir, Auntie Rita from Winnipeg. Happy birthday, Auntie Rita. I hope you're well. From your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and your extended family and friends, Mata's blessings always. All these people we were introduced to during COVID, and they still are with us. Happy birthday to you, Auntie Rita, and I hope you're doing well in Winnipeg. Sirani Sukhdeo, Durga Mata's blessings from all, from me and my family. Thank you very much, Sirani Sukhdeo, and of course, Mother's blessings to you always. And earlier, we dedicated the Hanumanji Chalisa to Nalini, who's not well at this point, but recovering. We send you the blessings of Hanumanji tonight, and we pray that he gives you all the strength to overcome all challenges in your life. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. Jai Siya Ram, happy Ram Navami. May Lord Ram and Ma Durga shower their blessings to everyone, and may his day bring you success and happiness from Navin Yogeshwari and Bhavya Santoki. Bhagwan's blessings on you as well for reaching out to us this time, and thank you for celebrating with us. Today's Mala was sponsored by Dave, which is Tara's brother, and the Jasmine was sponsored by Nadira Ali. Please continue to sponsor. We have 2 days more to go. And tomorrow night, my friends, just want to give you a little bit. For tomorrow night is Durga Ashtami. Tomorrow night you belong in the temple. Nowhere else. Tomorrow, please do your puja and so at home in the day. And then in the evening time, we're having a grand celebration here. We only do this for Chaitra Navraatri. The mother will be taking Abhishekam. You know when it's the Abhishekam ceremony? Early. We'll be bathing her with 9 different scented water. 9 kalash of different scented water. Rose water, jasmine water, chandan water, all this water. She'll be taking bath with. And so that's the bathing ceremony alone. After that, she'll be presented with 9 saris. The mother will be presented with 9 different scent of agarbati, right? 9 different deepam, an arti with 1 deepam, an arti with 2 deepam, an arti with 3 deepam, up to 9, right? 9 types of prasadam, 9 different scent of flowers tomorrow, 9 different prasadam as well, and 9 different colors of dakshina as well. Mother will be presented with. The baby is so happy to hear that. So tomorrow is a day of energy, and we'll do a little sadhana in the temple. When we do namastasya, 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 we'll do a little sadhana. So come tomorrow, bring a prasad, your dakshina, your flowers, whatever you want, and you come on out and we'll have a beautiful, energized evening. I would like you to come a little early tomorrow though, because we'll start bathing the Devi at about 6 ish, and after that, that's when the energy starts. I always like to express, the meaning of Abhishekam. You know what the beauty of a temple is, right? Our temple doesn't have the external beauty. I mean, when you're passing on the road there, you can think this is a rich man house with a home sign in front. That's what the people will tell you living on here. A lot of the Indian folks who come here, we're saying, how come you're coming for the first time after 60 years we're here? It's a partnership we didn't even notice the temple. And rightfully so. It's a big house with a home sign in front. So we're going to work this year to put one big sign with a god or something in front. This is Bhavani Shankar Mandir, where people do puja. Because honestly, people don't know that there's a temple here. And this is the core of the Indian economy. This is the core of the Indian civilization in Brampton. There's nowhere else than here. We have a lot of Bharatiya log, a lot of Indian people here. They'll tell you that. You know that. So why are our Indian brothers and sisters not coming here? Most of them don't know that there's a temple here. And they drive by every day. So we're going to work to put an old-fashioned, maybe a billboard or something right in front, big there, to say this is a Bhavani Shankar Mandir. Put a god face or something. There is no other way to know. There's no other way to know. Because, anyways. But, that's the external. But the internal part of a temple, the core of inside of a temple, is the Devalaya. And that is where our strength is. The beauty of the Devas and how they are kept. One of the traditions of a Hindu temple is you must do Abhishekam on the murtis to keep them vibrant and alive. Right? So that's where our temple comes in. That's our strength. Puja is our strength. So when Abhishekam is done, no matter how tired you are, you go home and you take a bath, what kind of cold shower, hot shower, it doesn't matter. You feel so refreshed. And whoever comes in front of you is like, they feel that expression of joy. Imagine when the mother is given 9 baths with different scented water, what kind of expression she will give you. These are things that we don't preach in our katha, but these are things you learn and you have to teach people. When the Vigraha is taking a bath, it is a very powerful time to be there because you are going to be receiving the expression of Shakti. There are many other ways, parikrama and so on, but tomorrow come and witness this, come witness the Deepam, come witness the Prasadam, and afterwards we'll do a little little sadhana in the temple for all of you. Come on out, tomorrow is Ashtami, the last night celebration of Navraatri. And then Thursday, getting ahead of myself, Thursday at 9 a.m. we start puja in the temple. We finish with Arti at 12 o'clock. And then the main satsang is in the evening from 7 to 9 p.m. Bhojan will be served. Bhojan will not be served during the day on Thursday, only in the evening. Now, starting Friday, Hanumanji Sundarkand, 5 sessions. It's usually very smooth and beautiful, so please come. Every Friday, every evening, I'll be sitting over there with Hanumanji. We shift the crowd over to that area, and we have 5 sessions. And on Saturday evening, so we start Friday, Saturday evening, in my katha, we're going to chant 11 Hanumanji Chalisa. And everybody who is here during the 11 Hanumanji Chalisa will stand up, stretch your legs, and come bow in front of Hanumanji, sit down back. We're making it very interactive. It's a Saturday night here. So, and then Sunday, of course, and Monday and so on. And then next week, Hanuman Jayanti, which is April 5th, Wednesday, April 5th, Hanumanji Chalisa 108 times. The link will be available as of Friday. So everybody do up their Hanumanji Chalisa. Please keep that in mind. Please become a sponsor. It's a time for us at the temple. After this, people disappear and things like that. But we're a very active temple here. You're free to come in anytime to take darshan. Be part of our process here. Please remember May 7th. May 7th is our Mother's Day dinner. $30 a person downstairs. Very beautiful and relaxing. And also, this Saturday coming, there'll be a food drive here by the food drive committee. They take charge of that. They collect the food and distribute it. The food banks are running extremely low with groceries. I know a lot of people find it hard to buy groceries, but I think there are many of us who have a little bit that we can share. So Saturday from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, you know how it works. You can come in here anytime from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, drop off your groceries. The volunteers will be here to put in a truck, and at the end of the day, they'll take it to the food bank who is in dire need of it. You will not know how much people need groceries in this place or food that they can't afford. For those of you who can, of course, if you want to bring it Friday night or so when you're coming and all that, you can certainly do that, but please bring something for the food bank. Bole Siyapati Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Please come now to offer prasadam, and the Pandajis will help you. We will have bhajans by Anaya, Arjun, and Bhumika. These are the Tuesday evening kids. They will sing first, and if there's time, anybody else will sing.
जय मैया तू जगत जननी, जय मैया तू जगत जननी। भक्त जनों पे कृपा करनी, भक्त जनों पे कृपा करनी। जय मैया तू जगत जननी, जय मैया तू जगत जननी।
कबीरा जब हम पैदा हुए, जग हंसे हम रोए, ऐसी कर्मी कर चलो हम हंसे जग रोए। चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी। ये राम नाम रस, राम नाम रस, राम नाम रस बीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी। अष्टकमल का स्वर्ग बनाया, पांच तत्व की भूमि। अष्टकमल का स्वर्ग बनाया, पांच तत्व की भूमि। नव दस मास बुनन को लागे, नव दस मास बुनन को लागे। मूरख मैली कीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी। ये राम नाम रस, राम नाम रस, राम नाम रस बीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी। जब मुड़ी चादर बन कर आई, जब मुड़ी चादर बन कर आई। रंग रेच को दीनी, रंग रेच को दीनी। ऐसा रंग रंगा रंग रेले, ऐसा रंग रंगा रंग रेले। लालो लाल कर दीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी। ये राम नाम रस, राम नाम रस, राम नाम रस बीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी। चादर ओद संकामत कहियो, चादर ओद संकामत कहियो। ये दो दिन तुमको दीनी, ये दो दिन तुमको दीनी। मूरख लोग भेद नहीं जाने, मूरख लोग भेद नहीं जाने। दिन दिन मेरी कीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी। ये राम नाम रस, राम नाम रस, राम नाम रस बीनी, चदरिया जीनी रे जीनी, चदरिया
जलाए, तू पतझड़ में फूल खिलाए, बिछड़े मीत मिलाए। तेरी महिमा हर कोई जाने, तेरी महिमा हर कोई जाने, क्या मूरख क्या ज्ञानी, हो क्या मूरख क्या ज्ञानी। जय जय श्री रावाली माँ, जय जय राधा वाली माँ, जय जय श्री रावाली माँ, जय जय राधा वाली माँ। तेरी भक्ति तेरी शक्ति, तेरे प्यार का प्याला, तेरी पूजा आरती तेरी, तेरे नाम की माला। सांझ सखारे द्वार तिहारे, बोले ये हर प्राणी। जय जय शेरा वाली माँ, जय जय राधा वाली माँ, जय जय शेरा वाली माँ, जय जय राधा वाली माँ। तू ही दुर्गा, तू ही भवानी, तू जननी, तू जग कल्याणी। तू ही दुर्गा, तू ही भवानी, तू जननी, तू जग कल्याणी। तू जननी, तू जग कल्याणी, तू जननी, तू जग कल्याणी।
प्रेम से बोलो सियापति रामचंद्र भगवान की। Today's bhojan is sponsored by Sabita Ramprasad. This is Kamo's wife, Alu King. Today's bhojan is sponsored by Sabita Ramprasad in honor of her dad, who passed away many years ago. He's from Port Morant, as some of you know. Mr. Pritam Punwasi. In his name today, Sabita, his daughter, sponsors bhojan, something very blessed to do. We want to thank them very much, and Kamo as well, for always volunteering his time in the kitchen. Thank you so much, everyone, and I hope to see all of you tomorrow. Come on out, let's have a very, very devotional evening at the temple. Please stand for Aarti. यानि कानि च पापानि जन्मान्तरकृतानि च तानि सर्वाणि नश्यन्तु प्रदक्षिणां पदे परे। तेरी जगत के भक्त जनन पर भीड़ पड़ी है भारी माँ, वीर पड़ी है भारी। तेरी जगत के भक्त जनन पर भीड़ पड़ी है भारी माँ, वीर पड़ी है भारी। अम्बे तू है जगदम्बे काली, जय दुर्गे कब्बर वाली। तेरे ही गुण गाए आरती हो मैया, हम सब उतारे तेरी आरती। अम्बे तू है जगदम्बे काली, जय दुर्गे कब्बर वाली। तेरे ही गुण गाए आरती हो मैया, हम सब उतारे तेरी आरती। तेरी जगत के भक्त जनन पर भीड़ पड़ी है भारी माँ, भीड़ पड़ी है भारी। तेरी जगत के भक्त जनन पर भीड़ पड़ी है भारी माँ, भीड़ पड़ी है भारी। दानव दल पर टूट पड़ो माँ, करके सिंह सवारी माँ, करके सिंह सवारी।
सौ सिंहों से तू बलशाली, अष्टभुजाओं वाली, दुष्टों के पर्दे संभालती। ओ मैया हम सब उतारे तेरी आरती। अम्बे तू है जगदम्बे काली, जय दुर्गे खप्पर वाली, तेरे ही गुण गाए भारती। ओ मैया हम सब उतारे तेरी आरती। माँ बेटे का है इस जग में बड़ा है निर्मल नाता, माँ बड़ा है निर्मल नाता। माँ बेटे का है इस जग में बड़ा है निर्मल नाता, माँ बड़ा है निर्मल नाता। पूत कपूत सुने है करना, माता सुनी को माता, माँ माता सुनी को माता। पूत कपूत सुने है करना, माता सुनी को माता, माँ माता सुनी को माता। सब पर करुणा दर्शाने वाली, अमृत बरसाने वाली, दुखियों के दुख देने वाली। ओ मैया हम सब उतारे तेरी आरती। अम्बे तू है जगदम्बे काली, जय दुर्गे खप्पर वाली, तेरे ही गुण गाए भारती। ओ मैया हम सब उतारे तेरी आरती। नहीं मांगते धन दौलत, ना चांदी ना सोना, माँ ना चांदी ना सोना। नहीं मांगते धन दौलत, ना चांदी ना सोना, माँ ना चांदी ना सोना। हम तो मांगे माँ तेरे मन में एक छोटा सा कोना, माँ एक छोटा सा कोना। हम तो मांगे माँ तेरे मन में एक छोटा सा कोना, माँ एक छोटा सा कोना। सबकी बिगड़ी बनाने वाली, लाज बचाने वाली, सतियों के सत्य को संवारती। ओ मैया हम सब उतारे तेरी आरती। अम्बे तू है जगदम्बे काली, जय दुर्गे खप्पर वाली, तेरे ही गुण गाए भारती। ओ मैया हम सब उतारे तेरी आरती। ओ मैया हम सब उतारे तेरी आरती। ओ मैया हम सब उतारे तेरी आरती। आरती श्री रामाय जी की हो, आरती श्री रामायण जी की हो, कीर्ति कलित ललित सिया जी की हो। आरती श्री रामायण, आरती श्री रामायण जी की हो, आरती श्री रामायण जी की हो, कीर्ति कलित ललित सिया जी की हो। आरती श्री रामायण।
जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम,
जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम,
जय सिया राम,
जय जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम, जय जय सिया राम। गावत ब्रह्मा दिख मुनि नारद, गावत ब्रह्मा दिख मुनि नारद, वाल्मीकि विज्ञान विशारद। आरती श्री राम, आरती श्री रामायण जी की हो, आरती श्री रामायण जी की हो, कीर्ति कलित ललित सिया जी की हो।
धरणी पवन सुत तीरथ नीति रमा आरती श्री रामायण आरती श्री रामायण जी की हो आरती श्री रामायण जी की हो तीरथ करित ललित सिय जी की रमा आरती श्री रामायण
आरती श्री रामायण
आरती श्री रामायण
कायेन वाचा मानसेन्द्रियर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृति स्वभाव करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मामदेव देव सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः हसतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम। प्रेम से बोलो गणपति भगवान की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, सिया भज रामचंद्र की, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की। नमः पार्वती पतये हर 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 महादेव शंभो। जयकारा शेरा वालिदा बोल साचे दरबार की, सत्य सनातन धर्म की। सब कोई जय जय। जय माता दी, जय माता दी, जय माता दी, जय सिया राम, जय सिया राम। Oh, I forgot one important announcement. People have been asking throughout Navraatri. Tomorrow is Ashtami, Durga Ashtami, and we have malas purchased for all the devatas. Please visit the puja store and talk to Priya Sarah. Priya is there today. If you want to sponsor a mala, we have lots available for tomorrow. They are there. The malas are already purchased. But please talk to them. And online as well, if you'd like to do it online, it is set up on the puja store to do as well. So please visit them afterwards and sponsor your mala for tomorrow. Please take Aarti as you're leaving by the door. And please, little children, take charge of that. Thank you. Bhojan is prepared for everyone downstairs.